Yes, sir. What's up, guys? What's up? What's happening? It is your favorite, maybe even most hated reactor in these YouTube streets. Thoughts of a predicate winner. Hold up. It's your favorite, or quite possibly most hated reactor in these YouTube streets. Thoughts of a predicate winner. And I'm here today to react to some new. All right, look, this is the deal. My membership program, the way that I look at my members, and the way that we do tier levels is like levels of partnership, basically, right? This is Mama Dawn's. This is her son right here, Dylan. And when you're on that level with me, and we really have that type of chemistry, that type of bond, I'm going to react to music that, you ask me to react to, or even if it's like family or somebody underground that you want to give some exposure to. That's what we do over here. That's what this partnership thing is all about. So shout out to Mama Dawn. Shout out to her son, Dylan. Thank you for that kind comment that you gave me, brother. I'll never forget that, man. That was an awesome comment. And the name of the song is Sky. So I want to talk to you guys a little bit before we dive into this. If you're new, please make sure to smash that like button and that subscribe button for me. But before we jump in, I do want to say a couple of things. One, when I react to music like this, I'm looking at this from the perspective of maybe an executive producer, or I'm looking at it from the perspective of like a talent broker of sorts. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, we're looking at this whole situation to try to see what can I maybe add to the table, or maybe what can I say that can help propel him, push him further into the algorithm, and overall keep the creators creating special things. That's going to be the goal of this video. So without further ado, let's do this, man. This is Sky by Dylan Wattigny. Boy, let's do it. Okay, interesting. Soulful.
Yeah.
Good beat pick. Let's go, Dylan. Hey. Oh, man. Yes. That's that lo-fi centric type of vibe, bro. I like this vibe already.
How come our friends die more horrifically than our enemies? It's hard to see when you've been beaten down by the world. Remember not to make...
Listen, the tonality off the rip, I feel like, if we can get into like the mixing and mastering aspect of this, I actually love the tonality here. And I think that there's something to this, especially in today's new climate of like what the kids are looking at these days and what people are drawn to more so these days. Like, people love this hip hop on this lo-fi, less bassy type of beat. And they like the melodramatic flow, and they like the melodramatic tone. And I think that this sounds great. I think that off the rip, I feel like the only thing missing here is just really good mixing, and we can figure that out as we proceed. But opening the song up like this with these types of lyrics.
Die more horrifically than our enemies. It's hard.
Why do our friends die more horrifically than our enemies? So that just goes to show you, as a writer, when you're sitting down and you're writing this music, and you're writing these bars, or you're writing these lyrics, or you're making a song, whatever the case is, when you set the tone with that first bar, with those first set of lyrics, it really sets a precedent on the direction you're trying to take the song. So first lines are always very important, and this one grabs you and pulls you in for the relatability aspect. So I like this so far, Dylan.
How come our friends die more horrifically than our enemies? It's hard to see when you've been beaten down by the world. Remember not to make a sound.
Okay, alright.
I could tell you it's gonna be okay, but that'd be a lie. I'm asking why, so I look to the sky and I'm left with no reply.
Woo. I like this, dude. I like the lyrics here, and I like the tonality. Like I said, bro, the only thing missing here is a good studio mix. That's it, man. Like, no, this is This is hitting. I like this so far.
Fuck.
Yeah, show that energy, bro. Like, I look up to the sky, I'm left with no reply. Like, I like this, bro. This, so far, so good, bro. So far, so good. Real talk.
Why do I rely on these vices? They'll never get me through the day. We're all just chalk, soon to be washed away. Off the ground, I've been lost, I've been found, until I hear that little eerie sound of my voice over a beat that makes me want to rejoice and get back to what made me me. It may not seem...
I think that you're doing an incredible job, bro. I like this. I like that little voice that you're talking about that we all struggle with, man. Why do I got to hear that one little voice that's an irritant to me, and it's my own? Why do I got to continuously hear that? And I dig it, bro. And I also dig where you're at. Like, I'm talking about the music in terms of like that's where my excitement comes from, is that I wasn't expecting it to be as good lyrically in your songwriting skills and the attack on the beat. I wasn't expecting it to be what it is, but in a great way. But you know, the lyrics are also really deep, and I feel like they deserve like a breakdown of sorts. So let's talk about these lyrics for a minute too. Like, when you're in this situation, when you're in his shoes, or you feel like you're in shoes that are similar to his, rather, you can feel that. Like, why? It's the almighty question of why. Why does God allow these things to happen to good people? Why do bad people seem to have great things? Why do you get what I'm saying? And you can really stress yourself with the whys, trying to figure it out. And I want to say right here to you, Dylan, like, man to man, that why is never going to be answered here on earth. And I think that I find maybe even a little bit of comfort in the fact that I don't know the answers, that I don't know why. I don't know why God allows a 2-year-old to get cancer and die. I don't know. I don't pretend to know, and I can never know. But I do take comfort in the fact that I feel like I'm not supposed to know. I feel like that's the God, the God that created this universe and every being in it. I feel like he is the one that ultimately has, he's the one that ultimately has all knowledge, all power, all wisdom, all capabilities. And his grand plan, like the grand scheme of things, from, 2,000 years ago, even all the way up until the end of the world, like, there's a plan, and you play a part in it, and I play a part in it. But I feel like, think about how great that is to play a part in that plan, right? But if we spend too much time wondering why can't I make sense of this? Why can't I make sense of that? I feel like we get in our own way, where God is trying to, walk us down a path that's ultimately good for us. So asking these questions of why can ultimately get in your way sometimes. And I feel like that's kind of that's what the enemy does, right? That's what the devil does, is he just throws these little subtle, yeah, but if God was all loving, why would he allow this to happen? And then you're stuck thinking about it all day. So I just wanted to say that. And of course, like, if this is how you feel and you're writing music, you have to write what you feel. So that's not what I'm doing. I'm just simply trying to give you a sense of hope, because I know this is actually how you feel. I can tell that you're real about it whenever you're spitting it. And in the same fashion as we can ask these questions over and over again, why? Why does this happen to me? Why would that happen to me? We can also ask ourselves, on the good side of things, why do I have, there's other, in other words, there's other people out there that are asking, like, why does he have such a good life? Look, he's got a mother that cares about him. He's got a wife, talking about me and you here, right? Like, he's got a mother that's 10 toes down, loves him to death. I wish I had a mom. And then you got people over here talking about me, like, man, he's got a solid relationship with his wife, loves his wife, has a good family. Why can't I have that? So there's always a why, even on the other side of things. So then it becomes real difficult, because it's like, if we were to get all the answers on why, the full circle moment would be that then everybody that's looking at us has questions on why we would even have the answers, right? It's a constant vicious cycle. And I'll be honest with you, I didn't really break out of that until I was 26, 27, 28 years old. I was getting up there in my age, and I was like, okay, if I just give it up, if I give up control and I throw in the towel, and I realize that when I try to take control, when I try to take the reins, my life ends up off course in a ditch somewhere anyway. So it's better that I just give this to God and I just trust in the fact that I might feel why, I might think why, but I know that his plan for me is for the greater good, and I have to trust in that. And it does help. I'm telling you all of this because that helps. It helps me. But this is great so far, bro. I really like this song. I do. And I like the lyricism is good. The beat was perfect. You're doing great.
Get back to what made me.
And don't even get me started on the video, bro. Like the video editing here is tremendous. All of this shot on your iPhone, Don said. It's pretty incredible, bro. You got a real talent.
Me. It may not seem like much on the surface, but I'm worthless, searching for purpose and can't find anything. Still left with regrets of the things I've.
Hold on, I want to go over them bars one more time.
Still left with regrets of the things I've said before and can't find anything. Still left on the surface, but I'm worthless. It may not seem like much on the surface, but I'm worthless, searching for purpose.
That's hard, bro. It may not seem like it. What? Surface. Worthless is dope.
Surface, but I'm worthless, searching for purpose.
It may not seem like much on the surface, but I'm worthless, searching for purpose. Like, I see you, big dog. I see you. Real talk. This is hard.
And can't find anything. Still left with regrets of the things I've said before. Still sitting here wondering if there's really more. Is there really more?
There is, brother. There is. There's so much more. This beat goes, boy. I like this. I like this melodramatic, melancholy flow and beat, bro. This
on
is
a
hard.
Positive message, but some people never change. But that's not a reason to take away yourself from this world, cause one day we're all gonna need you again. And we're out the booth.
Great job on the video too, to me, man. Not for nothing, this video is awesome. And I love the title to the song being Sky, because that's where you look up and you start wondering why. Very good, Dylan. Very good, bro. I like this. I think this was tough. Now, if I'm going to give you all this credit, and I'm going to give you all these pros, I got to give you a couple of cons too, right? That's my job. It's what I'm supposed to do. So the only gripe I have here is the mixing. So if this is your dream, if this is really what you want to do, don't let anybody on earth tell you that you can't do it. You can do anything you put your mind to, but it takes real work. And sometimes you have to find other work to make money to get to, you get what I'm saying, to get to do the work that you want to do. That's where I'm at. I'm still in that situation where it's like I have to work 2 jobs just in order to live my dream and do what I want to do. Just so I make sure that my family's taken care of and I'm doing what I need to do and I'm staying afloat. In order for me to do this, I would like to make this a career level thing, but there's a lot of stuff that goes into that, and there's still a lot for me to learn. And I would just share with you something that I have learned along the way, is that if you really put in the work, even when you don't feel like it, write a verse a day at least. You know what I mean? It might be trash. You might not want to use it. Throw it away, but it keeps your sword sharp. So what I would say is, if this is your dream, if this is what you want to do, I believe in you, bro. And I believe that you can do it, especially watching this. This was good. It was worth a watch. It was super good. But in order for us to get it to the place that we need to get it to, and I got your back because I got your mama's back, we got to get that studio quality. You know what I mean? That studio quality sound. That's my only gripe. Everything else was executed excellently. So the only thing that I really have a gripe about is something that's really out of your control artistically. But if you really want to take it there, we got to figure out a way to get it there. You know what I mean? But Dylan, I thought this was great, bro. I thought this was great. I'm not even gassing you. I like the flow. I like the melancholy feel to it. In the video was reminiscent of like maybe a Tyler the Creator meets Triple X Tentacion. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? I'm rocking with it. And bro, I ain't mad at you, bro. Just keep grinding, keep doing your thing, and salute. I can't. One of these days, bro, in the near future, I feel like one of these days I'm gonna be reacting to you, and you're gonna be bigger than I am, bro. It ain't gonna take no time at all. All you got to do is hone in, focus on your art. Make sure that practice makes perfect. Make sure that you're doing it every day in some way, shape, or form, even when you don't feel like it. And give it all that you got. And don't ever give up on your dream. If you have to work extra hours somewhere else to prepare your dream, you do it. You have to. You have to. You have to do what you love. And if you do what you love and you become better at what you love than everybody else, or if you do what you love and you become better at it than yourself was yesterday, success will follow that. I promise. I promise. That's something that I can promise you. God bless, man. I thought that was great. Mama Don, much love. I will see y'all on the next one. All right? Peace.